going on the more spiritual realm.
Right.
Do you believe in right person, wrong time?
Ooh. I mean, yes, I kind of do, because sometimes, I mean, I wouldn't know, because I guess sometimes you can say you want certain things, right? But a lot of times people aren't ready for their blessings. You know what I mean? You can say you want a certain thing, but what you want may also come with other things that you may not really want, or you might not be ready to take on what you really want. You might not be ready for it. We might want all these good things and stuff, but can we handle what comes with it?
Elaborate.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, you say you want someone dependable. You say you want somebody, whatever it may be, man. We all come up with our own little things. I want somebody that's financially stable in life. I want somebody that has a good job, and even when you get all those things that you feel like you wish you needed in a relationship, you still might not be content. Or we may say, we want all these things, and we might meet our dream girl that, gives us all the things we want, right? She has money, she's dependable, a good-hearted woman, she's a believer of God, and we find ourselves in a predicament where we might not be ready to be so serious, or we aren't ready to settle down and just, what I mean, and just fully take on the full responsibility of what may come with it, what I mean? And there's certain scenarios too where, what if the woman you meet has kids? Is that a deal breaker? Or, what if you had just recently just gone through something financially, and, what I mean? There's just different scenarios where you might just feel like you're not in the right mindset for it, right?
Yeah.
What if you had met the girl of your dreams when, like, we was really just down bad and depressed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we were building through that same time, and it just kind of didn't work out,
Yeah, I those are all valid points, bro. I guess the way I look at it, though, if it wasn't the right time,
and it wasn't the right girl,
it just wasn't the right person, like.
And that's kind of what you can say. You can kind of just say that,
because if you have that mindset of right person, wrong time, I feel like you inevitably set yourself up to have these sad feelings towards that, like what could have been. And I think so many people are can really get down when they start thinking about what could have been.
Right.
When if you were to have more an approach of like, no, it just wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't it.
It just wasn't the right time.
Even though she wasn't an amazing person.
Right.
It just, for whatever reason, it didn't happen, and
that's not the one.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the way I look at it.
Right.
What about, do you think people come into your life for a reason?
There you go. That might be a better reason, and that might be a better way to word it, actually. And that's kind of where I was kind of leaning towards is, maybe they were just like an experience that you may have needed for the right person, right?
What about not just in relationships, but just in any aspect? Like,
yeah, I mean, you learn a lot from yourself in a relationship. You learn more about yourself than you really do about the other person. Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a two-way street, and it should be, but at the end of the day, a lot of relationships bring out a lot of relationships expose yourself more than anything, on both sides. So you see their baggage, you see who they are in every situation, a lot of different situations, and you also see who you are under certain situations, and you end up really just learning more about yourself more than anything.
Mm-hmm. So you think there is a reason, a meaning behind someone coming into your life?
Most definitely. There's always something you can take from it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm still kind of battling that within myself of how I feel about certain situations when it comes to like this, like for example, this question of whether somebody comes into your life or is placed into your life for a reason.
Right.
Because I think as humans, like, we naturally try to associate meaning to everything and coincidences, and we do it unconsciously. And
right,
you can, I mean, either way, like, someone's putting your life either way, but for you to say like, oh, it was for a reason or it's for this reason, I mean, it could be, but at the same time, you could also look at it as like, no, you're just associating that and saying it's for a reason, to be able to justify something and to give something meaning.
Right.
When in reality, there maybe wasn't for like a real.
But I mean, at the end of the day, don't you think there's always something to take from anything in life? I mean, always. And doesn't that mean there's meaning behind it? I mean, if you believe in faith, you believe in, you know what I mean, something being there without being able to see it. You know, we have faith in God. We can't see him, but we know he's there. And it's just kind of one of those like unspoken things that kind of like, you know, anything, you know, the law of attraction and just, you know, spiritual belief, you know, I feel like there's always something to take. You know, the world is always even telling us something. Mm-hmm. And there's always like intelligence in anything. Yeah. In every approach that you have.
Yeah.
I feel like it all has meaning, man. A lot of times, you know, certain things wouldn't happen in people's lives if they hadn't met a certain person, right?
Yeah.
Or a certain connection, or, you know, knowing that one mutual friend, or even somebody you may have not even known too well, but because y'all hit it off so good, you know, that first time, that just is a spiraling effect to something else that might lead to something, you know, great and massive.